Hello guys and welcome to another video. The first two episodes of Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 1 came out December 19th, 2023, with 6 more episodes coming out every single Tuesday until the prophecy comes true. The final episode of the season aired on January 30th, 2024. Season 1 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians has a certified fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes of 91% from the public and 79% from critics, plus a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, with the second and 8th episodes being the highest rated at 7.6 and 7.8 respectively. Plus, just a couple of weeks after the series had started airing, Disney Plus reported that the first season had been streamed over 110 million hours. That is so many hours. Which means that the series premiere for Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 1 ranks as one of Disney Plus' top 5, accumulating 26.2 million views in just its first 3 weeks. Insanity. I can't even comprehend these numbers. So, while the original fans of the books might have mixed feelings about the adaptation, mostly due to the casting and the writing, it is clear to me and to everyone else that most new viewers fell in love with the show immediately, which is why it came as absolutely no surprise when only a week after the last episode had aired on Disney Plus, a second season of Percy Jackson and the Olympians was announced. A week after! Thank God, because these actors are not getting any younger. And today we are going to be reviewing every single bit of information that we have gotten since then about Percy Jackson Season 2. And maybe we'll even talk about some exciting news about Season 3 and a fan favorite Italian emo boy. Maybe. So stay tuned for that. I have my charm bracelet that my cousin got for me over 10 years ago that I'm pretty sure everyone in the Percy Jackson fandom has had at some point. So let's see all that we know. On February 7th, 2024, Disney announced that Walker Scobell, Leah Savage-Jeffries, and Arian Simhadri will return for the new season, reprising their roles as Percy, Annabeth, Chase, and Grover Underwood. No surprise there, but thank God, I guess. They also cleared up that Season 2 would still be based on author Rick Riordan's second book of the Percy Jackson series, The Sea of Monsters, just in case there was any confusion about that at all, and we thought that they would do something like mesh the 5 books together into a trilogy instead of just 5 seasons.
I know you can breathe underwater, Jackson, but can you breathe like this?
The cursed blade.
Cursed blade shall reap.
No!
I make my own destiny.
But who would try to do something like that? After that, a couple of months of radio silence passed until May, when we got the trio's audition tapes. Oh my God, Walker's first audition! Yes, he's a baby! He's a little baby.
Grover, sometimes I think you make these monsters really intense just so I won't go near them.
Percy, leave us alone!
What?
So cute!
Percy Jackson. Leave this goldfish alone or you'll be playing that silly game of yours in detention with me. Do you understand?
What's funny about this is my brother,
That's what I thought, it's his brother.
I wanted to get in character, so he wore my mom's like high heels. And he's on
Iconic,
screen.
what an icon.
I don't know why he did that.
No, it's not.
Why do I have a higher voice than my little brother?
And see.
Oh my God.
That was so perfect!
I was talking to Tanner, okay?
You guys
let's
are
look at
actually
Leah's.
bullies.
You look the same.
Yeah.
Maybe a few days ago you could have believed that.
Giving attitude, yes.
After everything you've seen, just a kid doesn't do what you did to Clarice back at camp. Just a kid doesn't
Love the sass and the hair acting.
There's something I can say about this. What is that?
Love the beanie.
Wait, what are you wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing a beanie because he hides his...
Cardlord is
Attention to detail.
Why that one?
Ah, the Minotaur. Half man, half bull.
Oh.
Your worst bovine nightmare.
How did I get this job?
It's been like 3 years since then.
Wearing underpants.
Yes.
Isn't it weird that he's wearing underpants?
Wouldn't it be weirder if he wasn't?
I thought it went much better than this.
But before you get underwhelmed, we also got a video of their chemistry read, which is the absolute most adorable thing that I've ever seen.
I'm just following you
Dude,
guys.
wait, hold on.
See?
You look so much older, even from here to your original audition.
How much taller than us?
That's
you
what I was
are, dude?
saying. Are you coming
I
over?
forgot. I completely forgot about that.
I
That's
missed
crazy.
this.
Just pretend I don't know anything. I'll try.
I made the same 2 facial expressions this entire time. What is that? Why am I smiling like that?
I love that. Truth be told, it is not necessary viewing, but if you are interested in behind-the-scenes content and you want to see the trio at the ages they're supposed to be in the books, then I definitely recommend that you check it out. Then, on May 17th, 2024, we got our first bit of actual important information. While Rick was just promoting his then upcoming book, The Wrath of the Triple Goddess, he took the opportunity to update us on Season 2 of PGO TV, which is what we like to call the Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2 around here. His message read, "Becky and I continue to serve as executive producers the same way we did on Season 1. I read every outline and every script, making notes as needed. Everyone involved is committed to bringing the Percy Jackson story to the screen in a faithful way, but also adding value and depth with glimpses into the characters' lives and backstories so that even fans who have read the books hundreds of times will find new enjoyment and a few surprises." Given that we've already gotten Season 1, we know what this means. It means things like Grover getting a little bit of extra scenes added, like him tending to the stables, or him having something to do with like the weird nature spirit leadership meeting. The Cloven Elders, what were they called? Or things like giving Percy and Sally flashbacks so we get to know their characters a little bit more in depth. Hopefully we'll get some scenes for Annabeth next season. In terms of his scripts, he said that they are working from an 8-episode outline that he created last year, detailing what each episode will cover from the book. From there, the writer's room has drawn up a more detailed outline of each episode with his input. He has read all the outlines and they're all in good shape. The next step is writing the actual scripts. And as far as we knew about casting in May 2024, the core team of actors was so excited, and everyone was, but we still didn't know anything, so that sucked. But we just had to hold on a little bit longer for casting news, and man, it was worth the wait. Which takes us to July 25th, 2024, when Rick Riordan announced that they had officially chosen an actor to play Tyson, Percy's Cyclops half-brother, and also a fan favorite. Plus a very awaited casting choice, since last time that Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters was adapted, we got a version of Tyson that has been my night paralysis demon since then. But thankfully it doesn't look like we're gonna get a repeat of that, because in July we got this photo of Daniel Dimmer. Dimer? Probably Dimer. And I love that they're just sitting together like this. Very Walker coded. And here's what Rick had to say. Daniel Dimer's enthusiasm and talent brings a whole new dimension to Tyson, and it's going to be incredible to see him in the second season. I can't wait for you guys to meet him and welcome him to the Percy Jackson universe. I'm pretty sure from all the casting announcements that we've gotten, Tyson's actor has gotten the most positive response simply because he looks the most like his book counterpart. Like, if you take his description from the books and you make him into a real life human being, he will probably look like this guy. At least so far. Obviously we haven't seen him actually look like Tyson because, you know, he has 2 eyes, not one gigantic eye in the middle of his head, but only time will tell if he will actually look good with just 1 eye. Most people don't, so I'm praying. A fun fact is that they actually shared this casting announcement during Comic-Con.
Thank you so much, Rick, for the warm welcome. Now, I'm thrilled and honored to step into an extraordinary universe of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Now, I've been a fan of the books since I was 10 years old, and it is a dream come true to be part of this, embark on such an exciting adventure with such a talented cast and crew, and of course, passionate fans. Now, I can't wait to bring Tyson to life and to share his journey with you all. San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you very much.
And here's a very cute video of the cast reacting to it.
He's so amazing.
You guys are gonna love him.
We've been
yeah.
working so much with him during prep, and he's just like, you guys are gonna love him for
Yeah,
sure.
perfect Tyson.
He's also like 6'5".
Yeah.
So like maybe a couple inches taller than me. But yeah.
Not a couple, more like a couple feet.
During this Comic-Con panel, we also found out that they were going to start filming Season 2 the very next week, so at the beginning of August of 2024. I know it's currently May 2025, so this doesn't sound maybe as exciting as it did back then, but back then, let me tell you, that was revolutionary, especially because we saw the actors on the panel, specifically Walker, and that guy, like, puberty hit him like a truck. If you rewatch Season 1, he looks so different from Episode 1 to Episode 8, like he grows like a head taller. So imagine that times 3, plus a voice change, a voice drop, more specifically. Disney Plus needs to get things going immediately if they want to reach season 5 with Walker looking even halfway appropriate. Looking. Oh, filming was done in Vancouver. I feel like it's because they say it kind of looks like New York and it's much cheaper. But wait guys, because things really started to heat up August 10th, 2024 when we got two, not one, but two very, very exciting reveals. Number one, and definitely the most exciting, was the release of a teaser trailer. Very exciting. This was the one for season 1. So we start out in the woods.
I didn't want to be a half-blood.
So cute, that
Being a
voice.
half-blood is dangerous. It's scary. Most of the time, it gets you killed.
I know this one.
If you think you might be one of us,
The shirt.
my advice is turn away while you still can. Believe whatever lie your mom or dad told you about your birth. Try to live a normal life.
So cute. Shiny.
Because once you know what you are, you'll sense it too.
Damn, that's a huge ass cabin.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I love it. And here's me reacting to the teaser trailer for season 2.
My name is Percy Jackson.
That sounds like old Walker saying it. It's not like they reused it from before. So we got capture the flag. He gets claimed by Poseidon. I'm a demigod.
Monsters come at me.
Okay. The Met Museum and the Chimera. Okay, then
So did the
Cerberus
gods.
and Ares. Okay, monsters and gods come for him.
Last year,
Past year.
I had to stop a war.
And he did, for now. Oh my god, the chariot! Oh, okay, horses. White horses, interesting. They have like a wheel. Oh my god, that's so cool. Wait.
That
Oh, is Annabeth gonna be in it?
is just the
He looks so old. Okay, what? To be quite honest, it is mostly reused footage of season 1 with a voiceover, which is actually crazy if you listen to Walker's voiceover of the first teaser of season 1 and then come back and listen to the teaser of season 2.
Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood.
My name is Percy Jackson.
Those voices are night and day. They grow up so fast. But to be fair to Disney, they did include 6 seconds that were completely original for season 2 at the very end of the teaser. A win's a win. Plus, that day, we also got our first official poster for season 2. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And a new tagline, New Storm Rising. You know, pretty epic. Does anybody get that reference? Please let me know down below, did you get that reference? Please let me know I'm not the only insane one here. But most importantly, what did we get from that new poster and the end of that teaser? We got a release date, a very hesitant, very non-specific generic release date of 2025. It's currently 2025, clearly it hasn't come out yet, so all prospects point to the fact that it's probably gonna come out December 2025, so they'll do something similar to what they did on the first season, which is just do it mid to late December and then finish the season at the end of January. Which is fine, even though Percy Jackson is clearly a TV show that was meant to be aired during the summer. I have the feeling that when they do season 3, since they're doing it quicker, they're going to be able to do that during the summer. And season 3 is literally the only season that is meant to be done during the winter. That's just how life usually turns out. So I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. Hopefully by season 5, they will have perfected their schedule and we'll get it during the summer, because that would just be the most epic thing in the world. Going back to the teaser and the poster and the tagline and the release date, that's basically all we got for August, which isn't bad, but it's nothing in comparison to what we got next. On the 23rd of September of 2024, they posted this video.
Oh, have you guys met Thalia yet? A lot of chemistry reads. Long process.
And I thought, it's a tree. It's not Thalia, it's a tree! Haha, that's actually very funny. Watch me wait for 3 months for just crumbs of any Percy Jackson news. Little did I know that when I refreshed my Instagram feed a couple of minutes later, I would see that they had actually cast Thalia Grace. It's real, people. Okay, we'll tell you. Tamara Smart is playing Thalia Grace, and this actress has already actually played as the daughter of Lance Reddick, who played Zeus in the first season. That's crazy. Not only that, then we got this video.
I feel good.
Feeling good.
Thalia.
Feeling Thalia. So cutie.
She's so cute. I love her.
Your hair looks so good.
You literally look so mom, it's cray.
Here's what Rick had to say. I am delighted to introduce you to Tamara Smart, our Thalia Grace for the Percy Jackson and the Olympians TV show. Thalia Grace is one of the most important characters in the Percy Jackson universe, so the right casting was critical. As soon as we saw Tamara Smart play this role, we knew we had found our daughter of Zeus. Tamara puts the Grace in Thalia Grace. Smart's connection to the role of Thalia is especially poignant, as she previously worked alongside the late Lance Reddick. I'm so grateful and excited to be joining the cast of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. It's so close to my heart. Lance Reddick and I always spoke about working together again, so it's that much more special and important to me to play his daughter once more as Thalia, and to keep his memory alive. I feel his presence all around me, and I strive to make him proud on this exciting journey. A fun fact about the Thalia casting is that you can probably not tell from her name or her picture, but the actress who is going to play Thalia is British. And you're like, that's fine. A lot of British actors play American characters, and they do American accents really well. Just look at half of the MCU, or half of the actors who have played Spider-Man. I guess British people just really gravitate towards being superheroes. But the fact is that they have officially announced that Thalia will keep her British accent. So now Thalia, for some reason, is British, which I am excited yet hesitant to see how they will incorporate into the story of season 2. If they will even mention the fact that this girl is British for some reason, so can't wait for that. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, because I got a lot of hate, or at least a lot of heat, for mentioning it as something that I'm not particularly excited about. But after so many exciting teasers, posters, taglines, casting, announcements, we got absolutely nothing, nada, zilch during October. It was a very hard month for me, especially since it was right after the release of Wrath of the Triple Goddess, and you guys know how I feel about that book. But then we got even cooler news on November 12th, 2024. We got a brand new 6-second teaser. I don't know what it is with 6 seconds and Percy Jackson, but go together very well. I'm kidding, it wasn't just 6 seconds of new footage, because some of it was actually recycled from the previous teaser we had gotten. But we did get a new voiceover and a cool shot of Clarice, so why is Percy wearing the exact same clothes he was wearing in season 1?
All of this?
Ooh, epic.
This world.
Huh?
Everything's changed.
Everything's changed, yeah. Oh.
All of this?
But hey, I was just excited to get some content at all, so no complaints here. But in order to compensate for that very, very, very short teaser, Disney also announced some new casting. Athena! Yes, I am going to be extremely annoying with Epic. I have been for the past couple of months, you just haven't seen it. Plus, we also got this picture of Annabeth with her mom, Day. She kind of reminds me of Athena from the Eternals, specifically with that weapon. Love the jumpsuit. I also love this little circlet thing that she has going on. Very regal, very Athena. When does Athena do anything in Sea of Monsters? Why is she here? To me, it's like putting Hermes in the Lightning Thief. I guess they're gonna have her do something in some way. And this video of the actress.
Hi Percy Jackson fans, Andrew Day here. I'm thrilled to be joining the amazing cast of Percy Jackson and the Olympians as Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. I can't wait to bring her to life and work alongside such talented actors. Stay tuned for this epic journey, y'all.
A month later, just 3 days before Christmas Eve, we got even more casting news. What a time to be alive, people. Percy Jackson adds Rosemary DeWitt, Alex Paunovic in key guest roles, exclusive. Beatrice Kitsos and Kevin Chacon have also joined the 2nd season of the Disney Plus series. Who are these people? I hear you asking. It's true, it's pretty hard to tell from their pictures. And no, that is not Rachel Elizabeth Thayer. Not every single redhead that they're cast is going to be Rachel Elizabeth Thayer, especially when it's for season 2. Keep that kind of excitement for season 3. Rosemary DeWitt, from The Boys and Mad Men will guest star as Cece, Cersei, and Alex Puvnik from Snowpiercer and Van Helsing has signed on to play the Cyclops Polyphemus. Patrick Kitsos and Kevin Chacon will have recurring roles as demigods aligned with Luke. Kitsos specifically plays Allison Sims, a character who doesn't appear in author Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians books. That's right, we got our first, I'm guessing, original character in season 2. She's a Camp Half-Blood graduate who lives in the human world but is a true believer in the world Kronos is promising and aligns herself with Luke. Chacon, on the other hand, will play Chris Rodriguez, who like Luke is a son of Hermes and is part of his group. Andrew Arbalez played Chris in a few episodes of season 1, but he's not coming back. I read that it's because he did some inappropriate things and they just had to part ways with him, so we're getting a replacement, which is fine because we didn't get to see him that much. What I've read about the addition of this other girl as an original character in season 2 is that they're trying to have an evil trio to mirror the Golden Trio. The Celestial Bronze Trio? What do we call them? The Trio. So it's like a warped evil version of them. Additionally, Sandra Bernard, Margaret Cho, and Kristen Chahal will play the Grey Sisters in season 2, and Courtney B. Vance has signed on to play Seuss, taking over the role of the late Lance Redrick. As far as we knew back then, season 2 of Percy Jackson the Olympians was currently in production and targeted for a 2025 premiere date. And finally, on February 1st of 2025, we got the announcement.
That's a wrap on season 2!
Okay, let's drop her.
What? Oh my God, Jesus, help me, please. Thank you. Oh my God. Hell?
How did you fall after?
With season 2 set to air 2025, my reaction was,
yeah, I sure hope it does.
Now, before we move on to talking about season 3 and a certain Di Angelo, Bianca, of course, let's take a look at some other bits of information that we have learned about season 2 through interviews that the cast has been doing for award shows and carpets.
With the basis of season 2 being on the Sea of Monsters, did you read the book or did you just based it on the script you were getting?
Both. We all kind of bounce back and forth. There's certain things that are new to the script. It's kind of a mix. A lot more action. I think it fits this book perfectly. We're on the move and there's always things happening, and things like bad things just kind of happen. There is a big bad of every episode, but it's like when bad things happen, they're not like telegraphed or like it's not made a big deal, like they just happen. I think there's some scenes that we changed to make a little bit more rough, and I love that because I think there's kind of, in my mind, there was always a big switch book 2. It just felt so much darker. People die. I think we kind of have a little like shift. Grover looks amazing in a wedding dress. And I don't know, you might get to see a couple other people in a wedding dress too. I do look good as a guinea pig. My guinea pig's beautiful. Perfectly captures my essence as Percy.
But wait, this was also the season of the leaks, and we got several. This was very exciting stuff when it happened. We have this photo of Percy, Annabeth, and Tyson walking down the street. And in terms of season 3, this is all we know so far.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
You 3 idiots.
What?
I know it sounds daunting, but you won't be alone. The quest is always undertaken by 3.
Oh my God. That's right, there's going to be a season 3. They announced this when I was smack dab in the middle of my Japan trip. And I still made a video, which you should be proud of me because I was really impressed with myself. Oh, and in terms of season 3, besides the fact that it has been renewed and season 2 hasn't even come out, like they finished filming season 2 and Disney felt so good about it that they were like, we're going to greenlight season 3. And presumably they have started going into production now. They're gonna start writing the scripts. So probably by the time that season 2 starts airing, maybe they'll hopefully start filming season 3. So instead of having to wait 2 years, if we're very lucky, we'll just have to wait 1 year or 1.5 years. Anything that cuts down that time is going to be great. And if we get a season 4 renewal before season 3 comes out, then we're just like right on track, because if we keep waiting more, Walker isn't only going to be 18, he's going to be like 20 something. So hopefully he'll just be 18. Another fun fact about season 3 is that I announced on April Fools that they had cast Nico Di Angelo. I just woke up to a huge announcement. I'm actually about to cry. I can't. Just look, Nico Di Angelo. I'll calm down. Here's what Rick had to say. I am delighted to introduce you to Finn Wolfhard, our Nico Di Angelo, for the Percy Jackson and the Olympians TV show. Finn is simply incredible. I can't wait for you guys to see him in season 3 and hopefully beyond. Yes, because we already have a season 3 confirmed before season 2 is out. For those of you Solangelo fans asking about Will's casting, stay tuned for the Court of— oh my god! It has to be the Court of the Dead. The next book in the Sun and the Star. I am so excited for Finn to be Nico Di Angelo, but most of all, I'm excited for Leah because, oh my god, she was right. She called it. I believe she spoiled it all those months ago.
Guy who plays Mike in Stranger Things. Yes, he did. Finn. Yes.
She called it.
Like, yeah.
She called it.
Ortega's like Bianca.
Look, I just felt a lot of chaotic energy that day. I had just come back from Japan. I was pushing the jet lag out my body. I had a lot of energy, and when I noticed that it was April Fool's and that I hadn't planned anything, I was like, well, what could realistically happen right now? We could get a casting announcement because they just announced that season 3 is actually gonna happen. And I was like, well, what are people most looking forward to? Obviously, the answer was Nico Di Angelo. Maybe a close second would be Rachel, but nothing even close to Nico Di Angelo. So I was like, I can do 2 things. I can do a very, very cruel thing, which is get a picture of a random kid, say he's an unknown, and put a picture there on this beautiful picture that I edited, and have people actually believe that that's Nico Di Angelo. That would have been very cruel if I had picked an unknown, because it wouldn't have been obvious that it was April Fool's. I also changed the date on the announcement. I knew if I put April 1st, it was gonna be very obvious, so I said March 31st, and some people called me out on this, but people, not everyone lives in the American time zone. So sometimes if they announce something in the afternoon in the US, or God forbid, at night, I won't find out until I wake up in my time zone. So I thought it was very realistic for Rick Riordan to have announced something at the end of the day of March 31st, and then I would have awoken to it on April 1st and talked about it, because I cannot talk about it if I'm asleep when it's announced. So I thought that was very clever of me, and a way for you guys not to see that it was April 1st, because on April 1st, sometimes I don't even remember the date it is, so I believe a lot of the that I see. A lot of people believed it, and I kind of felt bad about it, but at the same time, dude, it's April 1st, and obviously it wasn't gonna be. I'm sorry, Finn would have been a great choice for Nico maybe 10 years ago. I'm very scared for Nico's casting because I know people are going to be very, very, very terrible to the actor whatever way they decide to go in. They're going to want to know about his sexuality, this being a 10-year-old kid. They are going to complain about his ethnicity if he's not actually like a pure-blooded Italian. Pure-blooded. So people are just not going to be satisfied regardless of who we get. So I'm just very scared, and I'm going to be very protective of the actor, whoever it ends up being. I'll just say this, will it make more sense canonically if Nico is white while giving the time period that he's in Italy? Yes. If they're gonna race swap characters, I think Nico is one of the ones that makes the least sense to do it. I'm open-minded to the casting because at this point, you have to be, and I've been happy with the casting so far, seeing how great the actors are in their roles. So we'll just have to see. I'm just gonna leave you with this. Sorry for the April Fool's joke if you believed it, but it was full of chaotic energy, and it was honestly quite fun to watch you guys lose your minds. With that being said, please leave a like if you liked this video. Comment down below if you just found out something for the first time thanks to this video, because it was a very helpful video, I know. Subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. I post videos just like this every single week, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!